In this lesson, we're going to learn how to add and modify tables. There are two ways to add tables, either by scratch or imported from another program. Let's start with creating and styling a simple table from scratch right here inside of Layout. Before getting started, let's make a new page and name it Tables. Now click on the Tables icon and place down anywhere on the page. Before finalizing the table, notice that if you move the cursor, it adds or subtracts cells. Next to the cursor, you can see how many cells in both columns and rows you're adding. The measurements box shows the same thing, and similar to when drawing shapes and entering dimensions, you can enter precisely the number of columns and rows you want. Let's do a simple 10 by 5 table. Type in 10C for the number of columns, then comma, and 5R for the number of rows, and hit enter. Then we can adjust the size of the table before clicking down to finalize it. If you find you need to change the number of cells, just double-click into the table like a group, and right-click to open up some additional formatting options. You can also select some cells and merge, either all horizontally or vertically, or if you change your mind, you can unmerge them as well. As far as cell spacing goes, you can adjust manually as needed, or right-click and select Space to space either rows or columns equally. When you're ready to add text, just click into a cell and start typing. Now let's make a copy of our 10 by 5 table and paste it underneath so we can add some custom styling to it. When it comes to table styling, we can style both the table lines and the cell fill by selecting the table and changing the colors in the Shape Style window. Let's change the grid lines to magenta and the table fill to a light gray. If we wanted to change individual grid lines and cell fills, we can double-click into the table, select just the lines or cells we want to change, and then apply an additional level of customization to it. If you have a large table and need to adjust it to fit a particular sheet orientation, you can split a table into two by right-clicking and select Split Table. Play around with customizing your table using these techniques until you achieve a result that works for you. In the next lesson, we'll look at inserting a spreadsheet created by a different program that already has some styling applied to it.